Okay, this is the 16th time I've tried this fucking video. That's why I've given a shit up. That's why I've given up any shits and started getting high. Maybe if I'm all fucked up, it'll actually go without any interruptions. First it was a phone call, then it was somebody walking dogs by, then it was my old dog wanted to piss, then it was the alarm that I had set going off, at first it was my fan. My fan was so loud that I had to delete that one because nobody could hear what I was saying. That's just some of the little stupid bullshit you deal with when you try to make videos. And my formula is I prefer to make videos in one take whenever possible. Um, for example, I've got on this OnePlus 2 phone, it doesn't have the pause button that the OnePlus 1 had. I went to great lengths to find a way to trick the phone into accepting the cyanogen camera that was on the OnePlus 1 so that I can do things like this. You notice the change in scenery there real quick? That's because I hit the pause button. I'm going to hit it again. Notice how that joint just kind of came out of nowhere? That's because I hit the pause button. I'm going to hit it again. So yeah, um, that's just kind of how I like to do my videos. One take, one shot, try to remember everything. But it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes I'll forget things, especially on the long rants. Sometimes the dogs will start barking. Sometimes people will come up and knock. I never know what the hell is going to ruin a video. So everybody's got a different formula from what I've seen. Um, and I'm going to start copying some other people's formulas a little bit. I like what I'm doing, and I've done it this way for a reason. Yes, it's not real professional. It's not. Sorry, the dog's trying to get through. It's not the most professional, but that's kind of the whole purpose. I never wanted to be a professional videographer or vlogger or whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm just trying to record some of the stuff that I do in my travels. The only reason I monetized was because so many people hate the idea. Um, so anyhow, I'm thinking about making a secondary channel, and I'm kind of copying another van dweller, YouTuber, RVer. I don't want to say the name because the last time I said somebody's name, the person got all this grief from the trolls. And it's kind of funny in a way because this person is like the last person they should be griefing. For them to already, other trolls are upset with the trolls who are griefing this person because they know this person kind of works his butt off. As far as in the van dwelling RVing community, there are a few people that work their butts off, and to call those people lazy just makes you look kind of. I've made the same mistake myself. I poked one of the trolls before watching many of their videos, and I realized that some of the stuff I said made no sense. My own fault because I didn't watch before I poked. Trolls should take their own advice. Watch before you start trolling, because if you troll somebody for something that doesn't actually fit them, it just looks bad on you. And then that looks bad on anybody else, any other situation where you may have trolled everyone. People start questioning, hey, if you're saying this about this person, then maybe what you said about this person, this person, and this person isn't so true. I mean, that's just kind of how things work. But so, anyways, back to what I was getting at. This person who I've been watching, there's several people, and they all have their own styles, and I'm stealing a few ideas from everybody. Um, uh, but the one that I'm looking at the most is I'm thinking about making a second channel. I've got so much shit like this where it's just me talking and fixing stuff. And then I got a few really good videos out there. Well, I think they're really good anyway, with nature stuff where I'm out exploring and driving. And those I'll actually put a little time into editing. Sometimes I'll fast forward something or narrate over it or add music or, subtext or whatever. And they kind of get drowned out by all the other videos. And then there's the whole security reason. If you upload your videos later, it's less likely for trolls or crazy fans or anybody who you just don't want to be found to find you. So I'm going to follow this one person's example and start uploading my stuff like 6 months to a year later. Um, and not just because of all the troll things. That's actually only the secondary reason. The real reason, and this is what I'm thinking, and maybe some of you other YouTubers might want to take this into consideration too. I'm also a fan. That's what got me to start my own channel, watching particularly Chris Travels, because I want to go to Alaska. So I Googled Alaska on YouTube. What do? You get Chris Travels. You get Dude Like Hella. He's not really an RVer, but he does have one RV video where he rented an RV and it looked like he really enjoyed it. So they're just having a baby and stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised a bit if he becomes at least a weekender RVer very soon. They'll probably end up buying their own because they really seem to enjoy that rental. And I shouldn't have even named him, but he's so big. Go ahead and try to troll him. He's probably got more trolls than the entire van dwelling tiny house RVing troll community put together. Um, I shouldn't say go ahead and troll him. I don't wish that on anybody, but yeah, his channel's not worried. Let's just say that. Uh, okay, so I started with Chris Travels, worked my way over to Dude Like Hella because they're the main, Alaska channels at the time when I started. And then watching Chris Travels, I found everybody else: Nomadic Fanatic, Just Incredible, and all the rest. There's so many. I could name everybody, but I wouldn't be able to remember. Some of the ones I watch most, let's go ahead and try. Caleb, I'm watching one of Caleb S's videos right now. Will Burson, you guys already know I watch Will. Bayward, I watched Bayward. The Puppet Guy, yes, he's a troll and everybody hates him, but I kind of like his shit. I think it's funny. He's not just out there hating and spreading lies. He's making fun of people with puppets, and it's entertaining. And so, hey, good job, man. Uh, I've made comments before, and they think my comment's stupid, but that's my opinion on it. I find it entertaining in a very juvenile way, but I think it's hilarious shit. So I kind of like that. Who else do I watch? His and Her Alaska is a new one that I started watching. On the Road with Rod, Into the Mystery 13, um, Happily Houseless, Wander Dano. Um, there's so many. 4G Nomad. I want to say it's called Big Dog RV. Sorry, Tillman or One Tillman, something like that. Of course, I watch Jimmy Rant stuff sometimes. I'm more curious to see if he actually gets on the road with a motorhome. Then I'll be more of a viewer. I like RV stuff. Wanderlust Estate, of course. Adventure Van Man, Rolling Earth Ship. I mean, I could just go on, and I'll still forget somebody. Um, Kind of watching Elvis Travels or trying to. There's a few, maybe 1 in 10 videos. I'm like, hey, this guy's actually a decent person. Then he gets all into his big headed thing where I'm God and you should blah, 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 blah. I started watching him because the trolls trolled him. And I'm like, hey, friend of my friend, enemy of my enemy, whatever. But then I'm watching this guy and I'm like, just like ripping my hair out trying to listen to half of this shit. So I don't watch that much Elvis Travels. I look at the title and I kind of judge from the title. Is he on one or is this normal? Sometimes I'll watch a minute of it and just see where it's going. And he does have a few that are kind of interesting. I'll give him that. And hey, he's doing, he's right there posting stuff within a day or two of filming it and calling the trolls out and just not giving any fucks. So I got to give him credit for that. Um, uh, you're a crazy bastard, but you're the good kind of crazy, I think. I'm still not completely decided on that, but I'm thinking Elvis is the good kind of crazy. I hate when I have to retake videos 20 times. That shit on my lips. It always shows up towards the end of videos. When I talk too much in one long-winded take, I guess it like creates spit and it gets caught on my lips. Remember that finger smoke when you were a kid? I don't know if they still have that. Some of you probably don't remember it. It was in the magic toy stuff at this toy shop. And it's this gel that you put on your fingers and you go like that and it gets sticky and then it flies off like smoke. Um, that's what it always reminds me of. I've had to do this video in about 20 takes. I try to do everything in one take, but I've been interrupted by the dogs. I got a phone call. I got a loud vehicle drove by. Some people with a motorcycle and an ATV drove by. And my fan was on during the very first take, so that kind of screwed that up. Um, so this is like, I don't know how many takes this is, but it's more than I wanted. I've got 28 seconds left, so I better spit out the rest of what I was going to say. Sorry if I forgot somebody. I know the minute I stop this, I'm going to be like, oh, I should have mentioned this channel and this channel and this channel. Sorry. Um, do whatever you want. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. Have a blast doing it. And I may have a little more outdoor stuff from when I was in Isabella. I filmed a bunch of shit up there. I just haven't edited it.